Hello and welcome to a new series with the Universim. I'm just looking at which map I want to do. This is new to me. I'm going to go large, I think. Now, I do actually have some traits, because I have played this game before, and I think I like the Chuck Norris one, right? Consumes a large amount of food, but can cause... Yeah, so we'll leave it as is. I'm going to go a little bit paler because I never see the sun. Right, what we've got here? Natural disasters. Occasionally is fine. Wild animal attacks occasionally is fine. Exile aggression, neutral, and creator point regeneration. Everything standard. We don't need the tutorial. I'm going to go with the seed of... Can you use letters? No. So let's do... I don't know. 6969. See what we get. It's had quite a few updates, this game. It gets updated quite well, actually, so since I last played it, it's certainly had a few more updates, but we'll see how we get on.
Can awaken the light.
All I've got to do is click. Boom.
And
there we
so
go, we've created the universe.
Sprang into being. Worlds filled with endless potential were scattered into the beyond. They formed into many different shapes and sizes. And while most were doomed to drift among the cosmos barren and alone, others flourished. These few planets soon became home to the greatest phenomenon of all. Life. However, life is a peculiar thing. It comes and goes as swiftly as a bit of space debris burning up in an atmosphere. A creator's purpose was always that of an observer, to simply admire the fleeting beauty of life's beginnings and ends. Yet, this balance could never last. The issue with allowing a species to evolve independently is that they always fail to do so. For life to have a better chance of succeeding, it needs a helping hand. Ah, here we are. Welcome to Mother Planet. This is a bare sight, for it came to be that there was day and night, warmth and cold, and water to flow through the planet's veins. The soil was rich with minerals, which gave rise to a thick blanket of green. The perfect ecosystem was formed. It is no wonder, then, why life has chosen to inhabit it. A new species has been born, and they need guidance. This is your purpose now. Their very existence rests in your hands.
The research tree, just to show you, is significant but good. I do like. It's not all new buildings. There is efficiency unlocks as well. But effectively what you've got is we're starting with 2 nuggets that don't even understand how to cook or wear clothes, etc. And then if we really quickly switch over, you can see down at the bottom, lots Stone Age, Medieval, Modern and Space Age. So the very last thing, which is coming soon before that, you've got sound wave treatment, global monitoring, and basically rocketry.
Certain essentials like food.
So they will build, which can be a
roof
little bit
over their
annoying,
heads,
but they will
and an
build the
occasional
houses
nap.
themselves. So that's one thing you don't
They
have to
want
build.
learn, build,
If we go on to
discover,
the build
and create.
settings,
It would
you
all
can
be
see
quite
most of the
inspirational
buildings are
if they
in
also
fact
didn't happen
locked.
to be the species that initially thought their shadows were trying to eat them.
But what we'll do is go straight back to the beginning. Unlocks axe and hammer, and then from there we want to go to... We'll go water wheel, fire and water flow
Natural
study.
evolution is a wonderful thing.
And we will have the first part that we need to build, which is the water. For winter,
Another message for you, creator.
critical when
I'm
you
beginning
start
to feel
in
that
for winter.
Nuggets have the wrong address.
Oh,
Do they really
they
think
want
you can
something.
solve these problems?
Oh, come in, here we go. Right, so Eve wants us to use the Cupid spout on her husband. So if we go here, as you can see, we've got rejuvenate there. You hold control to use it, and then you do that.
Is in the
Control
air.
and click. So that now forces them to fall in love, and they're going to go to the house and do things. Great. Okay, so on here we have now done our first unlock, and as you can see, the dot is flashing underneath, and it's already learning fire, which is reasonably primitive. You'll see it'll break through there, and straight away we've learned how They don't actually give anything though, just FYI. They're just achievements to unlock in terms of within the game. But so on here now, we have discovered fire. I don't believe though that actually gives us a new building, right? It doesn't. But we are looking at water flow. So we have discovered fire, and I believe there is a fire there, but they're not using it. I don't know why. So we're just basically waiting on research. The beginning is waiting on research while we aid them in building these. I'm going to prioritise that one to make sure they build it first. But because we've got so little nuggets, people, it's a bit of a slow process. I can speed it up a little bit, so I will. We've got discovery points showing here, so there's 35. And it says there, you can see, you earn them by sending your nuggets on expeditions and buildings. It can be spent instantly to unlock research, which seems a bit unnecessary, but you can see as you're researching, every single thing that you click on where it's blue is time related. So that's 4 minutes 30 as an example. Of course, if the game is sped up, then it is equally sped up on the research. But these end ones where they're yellow can only be purchased by using your discovery points. You can't learn them any other way. So that's what you're saving them for, really. So you've got things like cooking oil. So we've learnt fire, and it unlocks the lights in buildings. So that makes sense, and that's what it's done. There is only one building though, which is their first house. Water flow study unlocks the reservoir, and that's why I went with it, because as soon as winter comes, we have no way of getting water other than the water that we've got stored in our reservoirs. What is that? They are going... I don't know why she's gone all the way over there to get stone when there's stone all around here, to be honest. But who am I to judge other than the foreseer of the planet? Right, so in utilities we've now unlocked the reservoir. So select snap mode 1, 2 and 3. Oh, this is to roads, to buildings. Yeah, so you can see at the minute there is indeed roads or paths, whatever you want to call them, but they already exist moving forward. So if you build around them, you will find that it will look nicer later in the game. Now, it doesn't matter now, but I promise you later in the game you will wish that you'd done it. So again, I'm going to go immediately.
I hope you've been working on your beach body.
And by
You're not going to spend another summer just
close as
lazing
possible.
around,
there we go.
are you?
So as it stands, we've got the water wheel, water pump being built. Only needs 11 more stone, and that one will be built straight after. So let's skip ahead and just get some progress made. Save you having to watch that. And welcome back. So our first water wheel has... sorry, I keep saying water wheel. Well, it is a water wheel, but our first water pump has been built. Of course, there's nowhere for that water to go, which is why it's not running, but it has been done. Now, I did help them.
Someone just drank from the lake again, creator.
That is the second one. You can
learn.
see this person has just got L as he's telling us, but we'll look at that in a second. So we've now got 2 of these, and as you can see, the output is 30 each. This number here, 99.9%, is how much water is in this lake, and yes, it does run out. You can refill it by summoning rain, but it does run out, so that is important to note. This person is upset with something. Heal Eve with the rejuvenation spell. Yeah, okay. I'm on it.
Heal the nugget, creator. I
So,
can't bear
here is
to watch
Eve,
someone be sick.
And then
It
this is
makes
the
my
rejuvenation
insides
spell there.
swell.
And there you go.
Worry,
We've just
of
cured her
course.
from the disease that she got by drinking dirty water. Which isn't really our fault, but... So if we go prioritise now, I don't know if I've got enough. This is short on just a little bit of wood. So I can actually go to telekinesis and then pick up a tree and then supply the tree.
Engineers not
Whoops.
only construct
They beat me to
buildings,
it.
they also repair them. If you have a look around, there are a few structures in dire need of their services. Hint,
So what's now
hint.
happening? I've actually just damaged this, unfortunately, by dropping a tree on it. But that's my bad. I was trying to help, and I made things worse. Anyway, they'll fix that automatically, I hope. I pray. I probably need a builder to do that. But let's just wait and see the next milestone, which is the actual most important part of starting this. Water. Because you need to get as much water stored as possible to make it through the winter. As soon as you can get enough water to make it through the winter, then obviously the rest of the game opens up from there. But you do not want to run out of water. That's just not good. And here we go straight away. So we know that both of them water pumps create 30. So straight away you can see here this reservoir has got 60 water coming in. And it reserves 30 water that gets stored in here. And this area here is specifically for the drinking water, so it's been cleaned. And again, this one as well. So we've now got 2 of the wells being filled. We've got 2 water pumps going. So we technically now have a... they're at it again. The house is shaking. So we'll have some more babies soon.
The wonders of biological life. It is truly,
now, you can view
disgusting.
inside the buildings if you click on the padlock, specifically the houses. Obviously, because of what they're doing, you can't at the minute, but they're finished. So if you look here, look, you can see inside they've got a... I don't know why they've got a TV in the Stone Age, but they do. And that's just how the game does it. So in terms of research, I have got auto research turned on. I don't see an issue with that because if I forget like I did, it starts to learn specific things, i.e. they jump straight to fishing. I would like to select on occasion, but for now fishing's fine because we've sorted out the water, so now we need food. And again, the food, the fishing, is the next critical. Are we building another house? No, we're building a temple. Is the next critical because, again, in winter, this all freezes up and you can't fish. So, twofold really. Water, get it started first, and then fishing or some form of food. You can obviously kill the animals, but your duplicants, nuggets, can't do that. You can though. Of course, you could kill this wolf and feed it to them. The house fell down. Okay, let's rebuild it. That's because I dropped a tree on it. But we'll not mention that ever again. So as you can see, it's got 4 out of 5 wood. It's got 3 out of 5 stone. So I could deliver some resources to it for them. But I'll be honest, last time I did that is the reason it fell over. So I'm not going to. And then the second house is being built there. So as we go forward now, I'm going to just jump over to the fishing. And we'll see how we go from there.
Look at all of those colors. Isn't fall beautiful? Someone should really make a painting before you lead the planet to ruin.
And there we go. Research has been completed on the fishing. The temple has also been finished as well. And as you can see, that is what looks to be a grinder. And that's exactly what it is. So there's two ways of playing the game, really. There is good God and bad God. The good God would not use this for what its purpose is intended. As you can see, it is literally a meat grinder. So to get points to cast spells or your God powers, you earn it by being good. So doing good things, healing them, etc. And that will get you points. You can, however, sacrifice someone, i.e. you grind them up in the grinder, and that also gives you a lump sum of points, but makes you bad. So you can see on the top here, good, bad, and then there is a line on that. Also, there is the how many points you're getting per minute, depending on how well you're doing, and how much you get for grinding up a nugget. So at the minute, we're looking at, what's that, about 40, 50 points. But yeah, I'm not going to be grinding anybody up. In case of emergencies, that's the only time I ever do it, really. So, going over to the buildings, final time, we'll unlock the fishing hut. It is a bit bigger, a bit larger, but can squeeze one in just there.
Interesting idea.
We can, and then we'll prioritize that. And actually, what does it need?
What happens if the water freezes over?
21 and 9 wood. No, 9 stone. So if I quickly switch over to telekinesis and pick up this giant rock, that is 5 out of 9, and then this other rock. And there we go. Excuse me. I've now given them all of the stone they need for that building. They're just gathering up the 21 wood. And again, I think I'm going to do rinse and repeat from what we did in the previous setup. And that is, I am going to create 2.
It'll be a while before nuggets develop their sea
and 1 there.
legs.
Now I have set this one to prioritize.
Nugget
I think
will attract
I did.
more fish.
So they should go there first. And then, of course, I'm going to quickly just steal some, using some of my god powers to collect up 2 lots of stone. And that's the stone on there. Because it seems to take them forever to collect the stone. I don't know why. They go and collect it from the most
frozen solid,
difficult
creator.
places.
I hope you have enough reservoirs to sustain your
So as it
civilization
stands,
through
the fishing and the fish isn't going to happen. We're going to be surviving on the berries that we started with. And as you can see down here, food, we've got 37. But the water pumps have stopped. The snow is coming down. And very shortly, this lake will freeze solid. Moving over to our reservoirs. Both full. So as you can see, this one is 30 out of 30 water, 7 out of 7 drinking, and 30 out of 30 water, 6 out of 7 drinking. And of course, what it will do is it will continue to filter the water as they drink it.
Tip for you.
And here we go. So we'll go over to the lake, and as you can see, it turns into one big block of ice. Nothing we can do about it. We can continue to build. So what will happen is we'll finish the fishing huts, and as soon as winter breaks, we will be fishing, if we've got enough duplicates to run them, of course, which we should do. And then from there, you've got food coming in and your water coming in, and that is your basic for starting the game. On that note, I'm going to end the episode here. If you like this video, please click like and let me know. Any comments are welcome. Any questions are also welcome. And subscribe when you can. Take care. Goodbye.